we have a great opportunity now with blending the old and the new,
Right.
or the existing to the new. And what we have right now is a brand new opportunity in our eyes, as you can see ahead of you, to open up from the second floor and the first floor entrance, and you'll see when you get down there, a very clear view right straight through into the bowl, which is really where all the excitement happens. Enter in, at this point in time, you're entering into the main atrium area for the entrance to the facility. To the right and to the left, you'll see concession areas where they'll be serving food and drink. And at the north end, at both somewhat stationed at the same positions, but a little bit more to the east and west, we'll have two new concession areas over there as well.
So you're kind of moving them sides from where they were before, right?
Yeah, somewhat. They used to be on this side. So we took that and emptied that out, and that's two prime locations that we can now utilize for spectator viewing. And then we've taken the concessions and put them back on the walls and toward the south side. These were underutilized, significantly underutilized. So what we're able to do now is open this up, and this will become what we call a fan zone. I don't know if you've ever been to Sky Dome,
Yep.
or you've been to Rogers Centre Sky Dome, or you've been to the Rogers Centre, or let's say the Canadian Tire Centre in Ottawa. They have a fan area. So this will become a fan area. You're on the west side of the Yardman Arena on the second level. So this is our 200 level. And what you're looking out on right now on the ice, the future ice surface, is our new header trench, which carries all of the refrigerant that then chills the floor or removes the heat from the floor. And they're putting the chairs in and the lifts and the piping system as you see it today. So that will be the new chiller system, the new piping system for our facility that will provide the ice that we're looking for. This will be state-of-the-art. It's all insulated underneath. We have a warming piping underneath the insulation. So when we have an event, a hockey game one night, we could actually remove the ice that night, warm it right up, get that ice out. By the next morning, you start cleaning the floor, getting it ready, and by that next evening, I know that sounds like a tight timeline, but we could conceivably be within a 24 to 48 hour period switching from ice to a floor use, and then it takes us a few days, obviously, to chill that floor down, get the ice built back up, and go again.
What about on the far side, the kind of half level there?
The mezzanine?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're looking at that actually creating a special group experience in there. Okay. So you may be one of maybe a few groups that might get in there, and they're just developing that plan now. So they'll probably make an announcement about that in the near future. But I think that's a very unique viewing location. Mm-hmm. Something that is probably underutilized. You'll notice the walls all been cut out of there. It's all going to be glass now. So the Senators will be working on a plan and coming back with something and announcing that in the future. Looking at the 19th of July is pouring the floor for this facility. That's a big day. When we pour the floor in an ice surface like this, that's a huge day. It is the biggest day of this job, because without that floor and without that floor being done right, we've got ourselves all these other things don't matter.
Right.
So that's going to be a huge, big day. And there are professionals that come in here, that's what they do for a living. And you can watch them do it. It's very exciting to watch. It's very cool. And very nerve-wracking, but very exciting. Because there's a lot of money being poured in there.
Yeah.
And if it's wrong, you have to tear it all out. We're talking weeks behind schedule. So it has to be done and done right. Is a peek into what is now what we call the hockey operations area. So this area is where all hockey will occur. So what happens is, this is where the players, the coaches, the coaching staff, the support staff, the trainers, all of those people will work out of this location. And this is also housing a gymnasium, a food service area. It'll have day lockers. It has the dressing room, as we all know it, classic dressing room area. It has a video room. It has a therapeutic room. It has equipment storage, equipment repair, and it also has areas for laundry and other circumstances. They're looking at about a 10,000 square foot area in here that will house all of their hockey operations. The old Bulls dressing rooms and hockey operations were maybe a little less than half. And the reason why I say that is because we had had storage and shared space in here. But the AHL experience for us, taking a step from the OHL to the AHL, puts us in a position where we have to, again, look after a different clientele. The athlete that is here is a professional athlete. The athlete that is here has to be on cue 365, 24/7. But this will be where the new Senators will be housed. This is this will be a state-of-the-art and one of the top in the AHL. This actually mirrors some of the NHL experiences, as a matter of fact.
Box office will stay where it's always been.
Yeah, but they can also take, they may do it differently. And of course, everything is electronic today.
Right.
So now you can actually,
Print your tickets
you can
at
have your
home
ticket right on your phone.
Yep.
So they just want to go, you could actually scan it off your phone, or they can you can actually carry it on. This is what they've done with the season tickets, is they've got it set up now that, and I'm a season ticket holder, they let me know that if I forget my ticket, well then I just have to go to my phone, call it up, and boop, there it is, and I go. The same thing with when you buy your tickets. Say you can't get there, you can email your ticket to somebody, let them come in and use your and then again, there's security purposes or security systems in place. However, it makes it much easier. Now they can run, scan a ticket at that corner and not be a box office.
Right.
They can scan it at this level and that level and not be in the box office. But they'll have your traditional box office as well. Yes, great.
Will there still be extra dressing rooms?
We'll have a regular dressing rooms over there.
Yep.
So the visitors' dressing room is nestled in that corner. It's not quite as large as this, obviously, but it is still outfitted with coaches' offices, training room, shower facilities, day lockers, all that stuff, just like they would have in here, but a very tight comparison. And it'll also have a dressing room. But you've got to remember, we're also creating a spot that they're in and out of in hours.
Right.
Where this is their home. So they'll have their own place over there, a lock up and everything else. But from that point on down to there, we'll have your regular dressing rooms. House league, regular hockey, men's league, women's leagues, etc. They'll all use those dressing rooms, and this facility still will be available to them on a rental basis. But standing right here, I just want you to look at it. How intimate and how tight this facility is. And I will have to say to you, that's a pretty cool feature. As much as people say, oh, it's small or it's tight, no, it's actually well laid out, well built. There's some things we had to move around and make adjustments to that made the experience better. We had to adjust and make changes, but I would say, generally speaking, this is actually kind of a cool experience.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, you're really right on top of the ice here. You're right there, and there's no way of denying it. You're part of the play.